Yeah, we are live. Perfect timing too. We've just kicked off for Sweden v South Africa. The first match in this group, Italy and Argentina, the two other teams. This match being played over in Wellington, where once again it is rainy. This is the second game that Wellington are hosting this tournament so far. And it was Spain-Costa Rica that was played here a couple days ago. And that game was very rainy too. That game was very rainy. Sweden entering this game as favourites. South Africa. Well, this tournament, we thought was going to be a tournament for the underdogs after New Zealand picked up a big win in the opening match. But it's been the underdogs who have struggled. Costa Rica struggled. We saw Vietnam struggle against the USA. Haiti, though, were very, very good last night against England. That was our last live watch-along we did. And we'll see how South Africa go here today. Big test for them. Sweden, one of the top sides in women's football. Valhoon's in the chat. Raiders and Kings is here. Pamela says good morning. And Aiden's here as well. Barry, how's it going, guys? Good to see you piling into the chat. Hope you guys are doing well. Wherever you're tuning in from, this is the wonderful thing, as I adjust my webcam, a wonderful thing about these tournaments that we have people tuning in from all over the place, which is great. Who won last night? You could be referring to any game the Raiders... I'm assuming you're talking about the England-Haiti game that we're just touching on, which ended up being a win for the English 1-0. But Haiti were looking really good last night, and I'm really curious to see where they end up in the group, because they'll be a tough test for Denmark and China for sure. We did also see those two teams, Denmark, China, meet last night, and it was Denmark who got a late winner in Perth to win that one. But very close, that one. Very, very close. Many of the games so far this tournament, besides a couple, have been pretty one-sided. USA, Vietnam was one-sided. So was Spain, Costa Rica. But last night, Denmark, China, pretty closely contested, hey? Thought it would have been a bigger lead. And I think a lot of people expected that, right? With the class that England have, the experience that they have, you'd expect... I think we're all expecting them to get a pretty comfortable win. You know, Haiti just making their World Cup debut, but Haiti were phenomenal. On the counter-attack, looked so dangerous. Had some great chances to score themselves. And it easily could have been a draw. England weren't at their best. That's for sure. So, all eyes on Sweden, South Africa now, as both teams look to get their tournaments off to the best start possible. Sweden, one of those teams who are obviously very high up in the rankings and are looking to start with a win here against South Africa, which they should. They'll be expected to win this one. But you never know with tournament football. You never know. Let's get the timer going. I realized we didn't have the our clock going, so we can track along with the match. 3.5 minutes in so far. There we go. Our clock is underway here. Of course, a slight delay here on the YouTube streams compared to the stream that you may be watching. So please just account for that. Nice away. Dude, I dig South Africa's away kit here. The black and gold looks super clean. Sweden in the all yellow. Sweden's away kit is nice too. It's blue, but it's got like this... I can describe it as like... It looks like a paint. Like a big blob of paint has been like spilt across it or something. It's a bit different, but it's cool. That's actually cool too. I'm just noticing as well. It's like South Africa away kit. It has like this sort of this pattern on it too. It's not just straight black. There's a cool sort of pattern on that. So Sweden expected to be playing this 4-2-3-1 formation. Blackstenius up top. Rolfo off the left wing. She should be strong today. Your final score for the game? I'm going to go... This should be a win for Sweden. Let's go 3-1 Sweden. I would love to see South Africa score a goal in this game. And they might as well do here. This is a good chance. It's still in the box, but that shot is blazed high and wide from Biana, the left winger. Good opportunity. The ball was spread nicely. They really stretched Sweden here. And Biana was the player arriving late here. There was no one tracking it. And the shot, I mean, that's you can't shoot like that at a World Cup, unfortunately. Raiders says I got Sweden 2-0. Yeah, I think we're all expecting a win for Sweden. They'll be favourites for sure. Pretty competitive game so far. Very fast paced. Sweden looking to drive up the field pretty quickly. Playing a lot of passes. Oh, that's a nice move down the right wing. It sits central, almost falling for Blackstenius. South Africa get that clear in the end. And there is a challenge here, and we've got a South Africa player down injured, Magala. Holding her leg. Let's have a look at this challenge. I missed it. Oh, okay, just the little clip. Little clip on the heel there, I think, by Rubinson. There's just a little bit of concern here for Magala, who looks to be in a bit of pain around the Achilles area there. What do you think will be the first upset? The first upset? It's coming. It's coming, isn't it? You know what? It could be someone like Jamaica v France tonight, which is being played later today. Could be. Could be Jamaica, France. Could be this one, man. It's tricky. It's hard to say. I thought maybe Zambia would have, grabbed a sneaky win against Japan, but they were easily defeated by Japan 5-0 yesterday. And Tarnley asks, who are you going for today? As a neutral, go to back the underdogs. We'd love to see South Africa get an upset win here. But we'll see. Azlani, the number 9 for Sweden, bringing it down the right wing. Sweden have plenty of class attacking players, with Blackstenius playing as a striker, Rolfo off the left wing. Can't get this one clear. Sweden on the attack here off the left. Henderson, nice play. 4 plays central for Sweden. The cross is all right, but it's going to miss everyone. And goal kick. Okay. Weather may affect things in this game tonight. A slippery pitch. Oh, dude, every time... Wellington always just looks cold and rainy. I swear every time I watch a game in Wellington, it's cold and rainy. Certainly not a packed house in Wellington as well. We saw Spain. We did a watch-along for Spain v Costa Rica, which was played at the stadium, and definitely seemed to be more fans at that game compared to this one. Potentially the weather affecting things. South Africa really yet to get themselves on the ball, aside from that one quick attacking opportunity. Blackstenius in the box. Able to hold it up. And they're getting the midfielders involved as well, Sweden. They're shifting forward to help out the wingers. Nice ball down the right for Canarid. Not the cross you want. Not the cross you want in that promising position. Couple, again, maybe it is the weather. Maybe it's the slippery ball. We've seen already a couple of shots, a couple of crosses. Going very wayward indeed. 10 minutes in, Sweden 0, South Africa 0. A chance for South Africa to break here. Here we go. Magala's away here. Good sliding intervention there from Rubinson. That was nice. There's a chance here for Sweden to break through the middle. Well cut out. Bit of a scrappy game so far too. Even start. Do you think Australia will have 9 points in the group? Asks Raiders. It's a good question. It's a good question, big question. I don't think so. After watching Nigeria v Canada the other day, we were live for that one as well on Friday. There was enough from that game to suggest that they're both going to prove a real test for Australia. I don't think we'll beat both of those sides. I think it's a big ask. I think Australia have enough to defeat Nigeria. I think we should be beating Nigeria. Canada will be tough. I'm going to say we get a win against Nigeria and a draw against Canada. Especially if we get the win against Nigeria, that might be enough for us to go through to the knockout stage. So Canada game might be a matter of resting some key players, not risking Sam Kerr, who we know is currently injured. So I'd expect Australia to finish on 7 points, which might well be enough to top the group. Here's Magala. It's for South Africa, who's been involved in the few times they've moved forward up the pitch so far in the opening quarter of an hour. Fridolina Rolfo, her stats on the broadcast, 25 goals and 78 appearances for Sweden. One of their key attacking players will be involved in the attack many times today. As Lani looking to feed it through for Sweden, and they've earned their first corner of the game, the Europeans. Can South Africa do better than some of the African nations have so far? Zambia struggled big time against Japan. Nigeria did okay. That 0-0 draw against Canada. There's a chance here for Sweden to find the opening goal of the game. Anderson's corner. In-swinger. Close to the keeper, who hasn't claimed it. And they get it clear in the end. Bit nervy. Bit nervy indeed. Heard Messi went to the MLS. That's right, yeah. We witnessed him, of course, score that goal. Was that yesterday or the day before? He scored that free kick goal. Beautiful free kick. His first goal for Inter Miami. Nice ball through for Blackstenius here. Ooh, that's a strong challenge. A little bit too zealous from Gamid. Blackstenius, one of the top strikers in women's world football, you got to say. Plenty of big game experience. Has a lot of height too. She'll be an aerial threat in the box here. Will have to be well marked by South Africa. Just the goat doing goat things, says Valhoon. I mean, that's right, yeah. That's right. Okay. Set piece here once again for Sweden. Last one was dangerous, but South Africa survived. This one is always tricky with these central set pieces. You can't really sort of whip it in out from out wide. It's going to be a bit more of a vertical ball. It's got some height to it too, and they're looking for Blackstenius, but it's going to go out of play for a throw. South Africa so far staying really tightly organised in defence here. Really switched on. And defence has been on top for most of the games at this tournament. For most of the games. Even seeing, Vietnam, who went down 3-0 to USA, most of the game they defended all right. Oh, it's a giveaway and a long-range strike, which actually wasn't too far away. That was decent. That was decent. It was Jane, the midfielder from South Africa, who had a shot from like 40 meters out. And it was dipping down at the end. It was dipping down. But a meter or two over the crossbar. Imagine that, though. What a way to open the scoring that would have been. Total Joker in the chat. How's it going, mate? Says, asks anyone else's Optus Sport blurry or just mine? Mine looks okay. Mine looks okay. It could be the rain. It's slight on some camera angles it is slightly blurry, but I think that's the rain. Could be the rain having that effect. Ruben's in the chat. How's it going, mate? Says, I missed the first 50 minutes. Has anything notable happened yet? Not quite. Not quite. No, a couple wayward shots from South Africa. I don't know if Sweden have registered a shot yet. Actually, they've probably had more possession, Sweden. But the opening 15 minutes has actually been pretty even. South Africa's shape has been very solid up to this point, playing what appears to be a 4-4-2. South Africa. Sweden with their 4-2-3-1, which has been pretty flexible. We've seen in attack plenty of rotation from their players. And most of Sweden's attack has come down the right wing up to this point as well. Sweden again looking for that right wing. They keep looking for that right hand side where Canarid is stationed for Sweden. Now they reset again. South Africa sitting back. You are correct, Ruben. Indeed, Sweden are certainly heavy favourites for this match. South Africa, you got to say, are underdogs for this clash, and Sweden should be winning comfortably. And my prediction, Raiders asked us before, prediction, I'm sticking with 3-1. South Africa have already had a couple half chances, so I think we could see them get on the score sheet here. Nice play through the middle. Ooh, heavy challenge there, a little bit unnecessary. And it's not a free kick. I might be saying that wrong. Maybe she didn't make contact. There was a sliding challenge there from Aslani. Who do you think will get the first goal? It's going to be Sweden. They'll break first. They'll score first, but doesn't mean South Africa will be out of the game. They've already shown on a couple occasions that when they get the ball, they're ready to commit numbers forward. Which is what you want to see. That was the frustrating thing when we did a watch along yesterday for USA v Vietnam. Every time Vietnam got the ball, they were just hesitant to even push numbers forward. They just sat back so much, eh? Final 4 teams and then 2. I'll tell you what, I did my prediction video a couple weeks ago, obviously, before the tournament. And my final 4, what was it? It was Australia, England, USA, Spain, I think. And it could well be that's the same, but I reckon Spain will definitely make the semis. They were very good against Costa Rica. Ooh, almost spilt there by the South African keeper. I reckon Spain will make the semis. I reckon USA will make the semis. I've got to say Australia will make the semis, but I don't know. That's maybe being biased. Will England make the semis? They weren't super convincing last night against Haiti. They won 1-0, but came from a penalty. And Haiti looks very good. I think Germany might be there. We're going to see Germany play tomorrow against Morocco. Germany might be there. I think France. I mean, we're seeing France play tonight against Jamaica. That'll be an interesting clash. South Africa in possession, and they're getting numbers forward now. But the execution is letting them down a little bit. They're not able to get the attack moving forward. And here's a chance for Sweden. It's Blackstenius who's been dragged wide. Blackstenius back for Rolfo. Sweden go back. Sweden, they've done this many times tonight already. They want to keep going backwards. They want to keep going backwards. And Barry, just to finish off your question there, my final two, I'm gonna go USA Spain, which I don't even know if that can be the final two because I think they're on the same side of the bracket. Let's go Spain Australia. I think between USA Spain, in my predictions video I said USA, but based off what we saw in the first group stage match for those two teams, I reckon Spain would outclass USA. I think they were very good Spain. They look like they're really in the mood for this tournament. So Sweden, very patient now after a bit of a hectic start to the game. Comfortable in possession at the back. South Africa starting to push now, which is good to see, applying some pressure. Goal kick here. And South Africa win the ball back. Jane looking to release that long pass again, but that one is cut out. So again, another instance where the execution has just been off for South Africa, unfortunately. Whether the rainy pitch is affecting that, potentially. Jay reckons USA beats Spain. It'll be a close one. And look, they could well meet in the semis. Which would be a very entertaining semi-final matchup, that's for sure. But I don't know. USA missed a lot of chances yesterday against Vietnam. So did Spain, though, to be fair, against Costa Rica. Oh, good delivery here. It's almost in the back of the net. It's going to end up with it offside, maybe. Blackstenius again getting into a dangerous position. Anderson's delivery was pretty good, too. Will be a goal kick. So, despite the dominance in possession from Sweden, they don't necessarily have the shot stats to back it up. They're just taking their time. But having a look at the stats, it is just the one shot so far for Sweden, and I'm not sure if that most recent chance counts as a shot. It sort of came off the stomach of Blackstenius and went wide. South Africa with 2 shots already, but both of those were well off target. Thoughts on the 48 Team World Cup? I actually don't mind it. I'm keen to see how it works out. I think it'll be fun. I think it's understandably people are sort of a bit not that keen on it, and fair enough. We're so used to seeing the usual 32 team setup, but I think it'll be fun. I think it's a chance for more nations to qualify. And it's the World Cup. Let's get more nations involved from around the world. I think 32 sometimes limits things a bit. Yeah, why? If they can make it work, then let's do it. More teams, more football. Which might be an unpopular opinion. I feel like the consensus amongst many fans is that they're not keen on the 48 teams, but I think it'd be fun. And if it doesn't work out, if it turns out it's just a bit too chaotic and there's too much going on, then they might choose to revert it, What channel are you watching it on? I know you're in the US. Raiders here in Australia. Optus Sport is the channel that is broadcasting all the games, or the stream. I guess it's more of a streaming service, isn't it? Optus Sport. Spencer's in the chat. Says, good Arvo. How's it going, mate? Hope you're enjoying your Sunday so far, Spencer. 25 minutes in. Sweden 0. South Africa 0. It's been a really cagey match so far. Sweden keeping a lot of possession at the back here. But South Africa have really nullified Sweden. I mean, I think it's only been the one shot so far for Sweden. South Africa with 2 shots, but have barely gotten forward. Fox, are they showing all the games? Are they showing all the games for free in the US? Because it's definitely not the case here in Australia. A subscription is required for Optus Sport. How's the attendance looking, asks Spencer? It's not amazing. It looks like a bit of a rainy day in Wellington. I'd probably say it's, I don't know if it's half full. Probably around half full. Half full, but yeah, we're seeing here that there is certainly rain coming down at Wellington. But yeah, definitely not full. Could be less than half, actually. There's fans dotted around all over the place. Oh, nice flick on. South Africa could be in behind here. It's Magala on the ball. No, in fact, it is Gatlana on the ball. And that's going to trickle out of play. So, South Africa really keen for these counterattacks. And when they get it, when it opens up, they go, man. They're absolutely going for it. Sweden building once again. Can they finally break down this South Africa defense? That was a nice pass, but it was well cut out there at the back. It would have been a really big offside, the South Africa one from a moment ago, yeah. Yeah, it was well offside. All right, it's corner here for Sweden and a chance for them to finally break through South Africa. They've been knocking on the door. They've been bossing possession. Sweden players are packed pretty close into the goalkeeper here. Anderson's delivery is really close to the goal. That's going to sail over the top. So still, Sweden just need to be trying something different here. It's not quite working out for them. They're really struggling to break down South Africa. So South Africa with a goal kick. Let's see what they can do here. Gatlana with the ball. Looking wide. Looking wide. Here we go. Long range effort again. That one was, I think that was on target again. Sio Posenwe. It's a long name. Sio Posenwe with the shot there. Yeah, that was on target. I was going to sneak in. So it's South Africa who haven't necessarily had too much possession this game, but are certainly racking up the shots. Whereas Sweden, very hesitant to make too many strikes. We're seeing two very contrasting sort of styles of play here. Sweden, very patient, very pragmatic in their approach. And South Africa, they get the ball and they go, and they have a shot. Spencer says, fingers crossed this tournament shows Australia can host the Men's World Cup as well. Yeah, I think so far it's been a success. Hey, there's been pretty solid crowds, especially in Australia. Good challenge in the middle. Sweden can break forward here. Can read. Swedish players are driving forward here too. Central, can they finally... Oh, it was a poor pass, but they regain possession. Still on here. The cross is decent, and it's punched behind for a corner by Swart, the South African goalkeeper. Blackstenius was ghosting in there at the far post. Decided not to risk it by trying to catch that one. Probably a good idea. Blackstenius was flying in there. Flying in. My girlfriend made these cookies, and they're phenomenal. They're phenomenal. Sweden corner. Another in-swinger, close to the keeper. Well done, Swart. Still on? Oh, they're calling for handball. Swedish players are appealing. Referee's not interested. Well, they're still appealing despite the referee saying no, no, no. Get on with it. Players surrounding the Let's have a look at the replay. We need to see another angle. So is the shot. Oh, it's definitely come off the arm. It's definitely come off the arm. The arm's up like this. I think that's a penalty, man. I mean, it's not in. It's not in. It's not close to the body. That's out for me. VAR are having a word to the referee here, and we could see yet another penalty. Yet another penalty. Oh my gosh. No worries, Raiders. Thanks for tuning in. Valhoon says a lot of stadiums will need to be upgraded to 40k plus to host the Men's World Cup. Yeah, that seems to be sort of the... I don't know if that's a rule, but a lot of the stadiums need a big capacity. And it's a good point. There's not too many stadiums that hold that much. Not even Amy Park. So the penalty's been waved away, incredibly. Well, for me, that was a nailed-on penalty. Barry says, yeah, that's a pen. VAR's not interested, but they were having a look, and they haven't even called the referee over. That's a massive bullet dodge there by South Africa. Sweden will be upset if they end up conceding here, because look at South Africa. There's blistering counterattack. They've got players central. They've got players all over the pitch here, South Africa. The through ball is cut out. And after a bit of a slow and steady start to this game, all of a sudden a little bit of heat brought into this one. That should have been a penalty for me. I don't know. Maybe the shot was too close. I don't know. The arm's out from the body and it struck her elbow. Would love to hear the explanation or the thought process behind not awarding that the penalty, because I can't quite imagine why. I don't know if it was it's a bizarre one. Very, very unlucky for Sweden here. But hey, look, we're back in the underdogs here, and it keeps South Africa in this game. But that certainly looked like a pen. But we play on. We play on. So Sweden back to our usual proceedings with them dominating the ball. Rolfo, her pass is cut out. And again, South Africa will look to drive forward here. And you can see every time they get the ball, South Africa, they're looking forward. They're looking ahead. Sweden, though, they're pressing. Would love to see South Africa just drive their team forward here, get some good field position. They can open up on the left here. It's decent play. Cannerid closing it down. This can be kept in here. It's going to go. Is that a throw? Yep. South Africa throw. So South Africa in a promising position here. The cross probably isn't the best option. That can be kept in here. The play, dude, the players took a couple seconds to realize that was going to stay in play. This is still on for South Africa. One-on-one opportunity. The underdog South Africa on the attack here. have done pretty well this half to defend Sweden out. 10 minutes remaining in the half. It's still 0-0. If you just missed it, huge penalty shout for Sweden. VAR had a look and weren't interested, which I still can't really comprehend why that wasn't a penalty. It was definitely a handball. Oh, here's a great chance. The cross cut out once again. Well done. Dude, South Africa at the back have been very, very strong. Mbane, Gamid, these centre backs, cutting out these opportunities, not giving them space. Oh, nice move. Sweden are in. Cleared away. South Africa racking up the clearance stats today. So will we see a goal before half-time? Even though Sweden have been dominating possession, I don't know if they'll find it. The way this is going, it's got 0-0 written all over it. Ball over the top is dangerous. South Africa trying to chase this one down. Stay in possession. A test for Sweden here defensively. An early cross, and the acrobatic effort was the wrong decision there. And it's broken down, and now Sweden can launch a counter-attack for themselves. Blackstenius looking to keep this one in, but it's a heavy touch. This has been a sloppy game. This has been a very, very sloppy game from both sides. And in a game where Sweden were strong favourites, even they have struggled today. The rainy conditions clearly playing a part in this one. So, opportunity again for Sweden. Another corner. The corners have been well defended by South Africa so far. I don't think Sweden have managed a shot from a corner yet. Here we go, Anderson. It's in. And cleared again. This is brave defense. Really, really brave defense from South Africa. Nice play here. Aslani's in. Oh, it's a great delivery. And again, the Sweden players miss it. And that's surely going to be a foul. It is. Pressure relieved. So, well done by South Africa, who are looking really, really good today so far. Really, really good. They're keeping Sweden at bay. They're absolutely in this game. Just over 5 minutes remaining in regular time. We haven't really had many stoppages at all. Nice press here from South Africa. Back with the keeper, and she's going to play it out of play. Dude, Sweden are buckling big time in this game. Highly ranked in the FIFA rankings, and South Africa are absolutely matching them here. This is really worrying signs for the Swedes. South Africa looking to whip in this cross. It's deflected. Cleared away. Blackstenius looking to drive it forward again. No support. And it cuts down and it's broken down again. Yet another example of some sloppy play from Sweden. South Africa, again, in an advanced position. The cross is all right, but again, it's headed away. The ball's flicked up, almost falling in the box here. This isn't promising from South Africa. They're getting in good areas of the pitch. It's just a matter of just, I think, being a bit more smarter with the choice of pass, the choice of delivery. If they can figure that out, they could be in here. They could be the ones to score first. And more this half, it's looking like Black Stania, Sweden strikers, just got no support up top. That's a poor kick from the keeper. Rolfo's picked it up, and she's going to feed Aslani here for Sweden, who's in the box. Again, it's great defense, and that will be a corner. So, another chance for Sweden. They've been very poor at these set pieces. But Mbane did well there to hold up Aslani. And it's certainly a corner. So, is this the chance for Sweden to break the deadlock? Blackstenius with the height, staying really close to the keeper. Rolfo in there as well. Antonsen's deliveries have been good. And this one is close to the keeper once again and headed just wide. That's a great chance. That's the best chance of the game for Sweden. Really, really good. Really, really good. I think it was Ilstat, the centre-back, who got the header in the end. Good leap. Good connection. And it's another corner. Pressure's on for South Africa. And their header goes over the bar. Oh my gosh, dude. Well, they're getting closer now. And again, oh my god, it was Ilstat again. Ilstat again with two headers off two corners, and they both go wide. So, best chances of the game there for either side. Ilstat has to be better defended there because she's gotten to both balls using her height. That one wasn't close. Oh my god, dude, the replay shows how like the shadow just like so close to the crossbar. Great opportunity for Sweden. And meanwhile, Swart, the South African goalkeeper, is down and injured. This is the first of 3 games coming up today. Netherlands v Portugal coming up afterwards. And then finishing off for this match day is France v Jamaica. Before a massive week coming up of games. Huge week coming up. Germany action tomorrow. A lot of people will be keen to keep an eye on them. Could go far in this tournament. Italy v Argentina tomorrow afternoon will be good. Brazil also in action. They're taking on Panama. Italy-Argentina will be an interesting game too. Should be pretty even, that one. Should be even. On Tuesday, we've got Colombia, South Africa. And then we start our second match day on Tuesday too. New Zealand v Philippines. And then Switzerland v Norway. Those 2 games will actually be really interesting too. New Zealand could easily get the win there against Philippines, which could well secure their place in the knockout stage, which is crazy, right? Who would have thought that would have happened? Just after the second match day, we could see New Zealand as the first side qualifying for the knockout stage. So after a bit of a delay there with the injury to Swart, the South Africa goalkeeper, we are underway and might well see 5+ minutes of injury time. Four minutes of injury time it will be. 4 minutes. The rain has just been consistently coming down in Wellington. Consistently. It appears to be the only stadium where it's really been raining heaps too. 2 games so far in Wellington and both have been rainy. Down the left, Sweden come again. Rolfo in the box. Good chance for Sweden. Again cleared. Long range effort's not bad, and that's just gone wide. That wasn't bad at all from Rubenson. Good hit. Good hit. That wasn't far away at all. Having to rely on going from outside the box here, Sweden, but even that one's gone wide. I don't think they've had a single shot on target. I don't think Sweden have had a single shot on target today. South Africa, again, almost breaking forward, but it's that lack of execution that's letting them down. The lack of quality in the execution, rather, which has been disappointing for them. Ooh, well cut out. South Africa, again, another opportunity counter. Players on the left here, if they can get the switch on. Keep going. Oh, no, they had two players overlapping on the left. And South Africa weren't able to see it. Two minutes remaining in this first half. Really cagey game. Sweden 0, South Africa 0. And while Sweden have come closer towards the end of this half, it's been a pretty even match overall. Ooh, and a little shot for penalty here. Rubenson's gone down to the box. Referee, again, not interested. That's the second penalty shot Sweden have had. Let's have a look at the replay. There is a slight push. There is a slight push from Mbane. I don't know if it's enough to qualify as a penalty. Really just using her body to defend the ball there. This could be Sweden's last chance at the half here. Another corner. They go short this time. Trying something different. I like it. I like it. They need to shake it up a bit, Sweden. They just haven't. It's been too predictable. Again, cleared. Clearance stats for South Africa have been skyrocketing. Oh my gosh, and they could break through on the counter-attack here. This is a great chance. Gatlana is away. She goes long range. Oh no. 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 That was a fantastic opportunity. What a chance. What a chance, man. Gatlana, oh my gosh, she had a teammate in so much space on the left. And she went for the shot from outside the box. Well, I tell you what. If South Africa's execution in the final third was a little bit better, they'd be up 2-3-0. They would be up here. They'd be up. Tarnley's Optus is lagging. Mine looks okay. So that should well be half time. Sweden 0. South Africa 0. Indeed it is. Work to do for both sides, but especially Sweden, who, while they have dominated possession and have had more shots, it hasn't been super convincing from them. We were probably expecting something a bit more convincing from a team with the quality of Sweden. So, we prepare for the second half. But I like the way South Africa have been playing, man. It's exciting. When they get forward, they're adventurous, they're aggressive, and compared to the other underdog teams that we've seen across the tournament, it's been really, really good. I mean, even yesterday, we saw that Vietnam really were not interested in getting forward against the US. Costa Rica struggled to get forward against Spain. It was good to see Haiti sort of shook it up a bit. They were very adventurous when they got on the counterattack against England, that's for sure. So, 2 games coming up today. Netherlands v Portugal should be interesting. Netherlands v Portugal. Those two teams in the same group as USA and Vietnam. Both will be keen for whoever really wins that one actually will go a long way to, I think, joining USA in the knockout stage from that group. That's a huge game coming up next. That's kicking off half an hour after this one finishes off. And then France v Jamaica, which is exciting as well. I mean, Jamaica have some class players, but we know that France are a very, very quality side. Not entering this tournament with the best result, obviously, after going down 1-0 to Australia in that friendly last week. But should be winning as well there, France. Should be winning. Netherlands and Portugal, I think, should be a win for Netherlands. But, yeah, we'll see. We'll see if Portugal can throw an upset in the works there as well. But, halftime here. Sweden 0, South Africa 0. What do you guys make of the game? Let me know in the chat. What's our prediction for full time? Because I tell you what, I think mine's shifting around. I initially said 3-1. And now I'm a bit worried about that. I don't think it will finish 3-1. I think if anything, it could be a sneaky 1-0. It could mean like a late strike from Sweden, maybe something like what we saw from Denmark last night against China, where both teams stay pretty even. But yeah, Denmark last night, they got an 89th minute winner, which was enough to earn them 3 points. Big 3 points too. That was a really crucial game. And a couple more groups left that haven't played a game. Group F, their first game will be played tonight between France and Jamaica. We do see Brazil take on Panama tomorrow as well, which would be cool. And then tomorrow's other matches as well. Italy, Argentina, again, should be a pretty even match. And Germany v Morocco. And then finally, on Tuesday, we'll see the last of the teams that haven't played yet play. Colombia play South Korea in Sydney on Tuesday. Early kickoff for that one too. That one's at 12 p.m. It's a midday kickoff on a work day. So it'll be interesting to see the attendance for that one, actually. It'll be interesting to see. Well, we saw on Friday, it was like 12:30 p.m. local time in Melbourne, and there was over 20,000 fans for Nigeria v Canada, which was very impressive. Very impressive indeed. Josh is in the chat. I'm doing well, mate. Good to see you here. Hope you're enjoying your Sunday so far, Joshy. No, but we are doing very well. Is this day 3? No, it's day 4. Of course, day 4 of the World Cup. And another live stream. I think this is what our 5th stream of the tournament so far. We did Nigeria, Canada, Spain, Costa Rica. Yeah, we did the 2 yesterday as well. USA, Vietnam. We watched England, Haiti, which was a really fun watch. That was probably my favorite so far. And then this is our 5th one of the tournament so far. And a huge run of games coming up this week. We'll be live every single day for at least 1 or 2 games. Very excited to watch Germany v Morocco. We should be live on Tuesday night for Switzerland v Norway. On Wednesday as well. Wednesday's a big match day. Japan, Costa Rica, Spain, Zambia. And then the late game is Canada, Ireland. And that Canada-Ireland game has turned into a really intriguing match. Because I think Ireland, after we saw their defensive display against Australia, I think they're going to be a real test for Canada. I think Canada should be entering that game as favourites. But Ireland, who really frustrated Australia and defended well for much of the match, they could easily do the same thing to Canada. And Canada struggled to break down Nigeria the other day. We could see an upset win there. Ireland could snatch a sneaky 1-0 win in that game, which would really throw a spanner in the works in Group B. Thursday is USA v Netherlands. Huge game. Portugal v Vietnam on Thursday as well, followed by Australia, Nigeria. We do not expect Sam Kerr to be back for that game. But hopefully she comes back for the third group stage game. Friday, 3 games as well. Another early kickoff. Argentina, South Africa. And then 2 big games at both kicking off at the night time in Australia here. England, Denmark. I'll be at that one. And then China, Haiti. Keen to see Haiti as well. Haiti are a side who really took it to England last night. And against China, against Denmark. It'll be interesting. That's for sure. Pamela says, good first half so far. It's been all right. Hey, New Jets, how you on? So when does the A-League draw come out? Hopefully soon. I don't think anyone knows, but it could be over the next few weeks, hopefully. Friends Playlist says hi. How's it going, Friends Playlist? Hope you guys have been enjoying this game so far. Let's get back on the cookies, man. My girlfriend made these homemade cookies, and they're the greatest cookies I've had in my entire life. The greatest cookies I've had in my entire life. I wish you guys could try them. I wish I could give you guys virtual cookies. Yeah, man. So, the way this group's shaping up too, Sweden's group, they need the result here, Sweden, because it's both Argentina and Italy who both could go through. Looking at the groups, I wonder if we will see like a top 10 side miss out from going through. I don't know. Honestly, I think Canada. I was a little bit concerned with Canada's performance against Nigeria. They could slip out. Norway actually not. I tell you what, after losing, Norway could just slip out as well. They're showing that replay of that handball again. I don't know what they're saying on the panel here at halftime, but that's got to be a handball, right? I mean, what did you guys make of it? Pamela says, I've been enjoying the match so far, to be honest. Fair enough. It's been exciting, especially when South Africa have been getting forward, that's for sure. Again, they're showing this handball replay at halftime. I mean, that's got to be a handball. That's got to be a handball. I don't know. And you know what the weird thing is as well with that handball incident in the first half? They didn't even get the referee to come over to the VAR screen and have a look and like decide for itself. They were speaking to the referee for a while. And then that was it. It was just like, play on. It's like, well, if you're going to talk to her for that long, at least bring her over so she can have a look herself. You know? It would have changed the game too. This has been a really tight match and would have potentially given Sweden the advantage. A huge opportunity. But it was a handball for clear. I don't know why there wasn't a handball. The only possible thing is that in the VAR's opinion, it was too close to her body. But it's extending the size of her body, you know what I mean? Having your arm out like that. Even if it's like this, but it's like tucked in sort of here, it's still extending the size of your body. It's an unfair advantage. You can't do that. You can't use your hand to extend the size of yourself to block a ball. And it's inside the box. I mean, it's one of the most bizarre calls I think I've seen in the tournament so far. It is the most bizarre. I don't agree with that one at all. But I guess the good thing for the neutral and for South African fans is it keeps the door open for South Africa, who are absolutely still in this game. And based off the threat that South Africa have showed on their counterattacks, they could get on the score sheet tonight. And I hope they do, man. I hope they do. It'd be great. I hope they do. So, second half just around the corner. Who will break the deadlock? France v Jamaica tonight. First game being played at Sydney Football Stadium. Beautiful stadium. I've only been there. No, I've been there twice. I have been there twice, haven't I? Since it's been redone. Beautiful stadium. playing host to 6 games at this tournament, I think, as well, Sydney Football Stadium. I'm going to a couple of them, which I'm excited for. I'm excited to go along to some games not involving Australia. Not that, of course, I want to go to games involving Australia, but like it's going to be a good experience, you know, just being able to experience from a neutral point of view and enjoy all of the action. Marcus is here, says, "Hi, Lockie, sorry I'm late. I had visitors." No worries, Marcus. Hope you're enjoying your Sunday Arvo so far. For those just tuning in, hope you've been catching the match. It is 0-0 between Sweden and South Africa. But Sweden have had more chances, but South Africa have been defending very well. Very, very well tonight. This is a Group G clash. The other 2 teams in this group, Argentina and Italy. 2 teams who will both be keen to go through. And if this game does end a draw, it'll almost open the door for both Argentina and Italy to go through here. Could Sweden be our first major team to miss out on the knockout stage after the next week or so? We'll see. We'll see. Are you going to France v Jamaica? Yes. Yes, I am. We got last-minute tickets. Yeah. It's good how FIFA has set up like the resale platform. And new tickets are always popping up for that one as well. I was looking at at some of the knockout stage matches. There's quite a few in Sydney. Quite a few. Almost time for the second half to kick off. Almost. These cookies are so good, bro. These cookies are so good. By the way, out right now is my latest A-League transfer news video. So feel free to check that out afterwards if you're keen. If you can. Stats on the broadcast. Sweden definitely dominating possession, that's for sure. Which isn't too surprising, of course. Let's have a look at the shot stats, actually. What were the shot stats? Sweden, 6 shots, just the 1 on target. South Africa, 5 shots, just the 1 on target. 71% possession to Sweden. There's been a lot of possession stats have been really skewed across many of the games at this tournament so far. But this is what's letting them down. I mean, I'm having a look at the stats on Google here. 54% pass accuracy for South Africa. 54. So almost half of their passes are missing targets, which is that's really worrying. And they've played 127 passes, and 54 of them have been inaccurate. Oh, sorry, 54% of them have only been accurate, I should say. And Dizzy is in the chat, dropping the South African flag. Represent. Will we get a vlog for France v Jamaica? We'll certainly get some content out around that game. Keen to get down to it. Yeah, I'm keen to see the vibes and sort of what sort of supporter, how strong the supporter bases will be for both sides. I'm expecting plenty of both French and Jamaican fans at the game. But yeah, definitely keen to show you around the sights and sounds at Sydney Football Stadium for that one. So both teams returning to Wellington Regional Stadium for this one, this second half, which is about to get underway. Who will break the deadlock, if anyone? Sweden, favourites for this game. Need to improve. Need more quality in the box. They've been wasteful. South Africa are absolutely in this game and could earn themselves a huge result if they get even a draw here. I think would be big for New Zealand, for South Africa. Sorry. And here we go. Second half about to kick off. Of course, a bit of a delay here on the YouTube stream, so please account for that and do not spoil any big pieces of news for viewers who may be behind in the live chat. We are underway. We are underway. Come on, South Africa. We're back in the underdogs, man. We're back in the underdogs. We are wanting the underdogs to win here. So, the 4-4-2 for South Africa has worked very well so far. Very strong in defence. And there's always been at least 2 or 3 players moving forward from South Africa when they do get that counter-attack going. Sweden playing this 3-4-3 formation. The 3 attackers of Aslani, Blackstenius, and Rolfo have been heavily involved, but have just lacked that final pass or that final shot. So, South Africa need to take their chances when they get them. Because we know Sweden will be strong all the way to the end here. 0-0 at half-time. There is a massive opportunity for South Africa to claim victory here. They might have to wait till late. It might come late. But we shall see. So, early mistake here. Sweden again, just a little bit sloppy. Wayward pass. And that's a nice pass down the left. There's a chance for South Africa to build an attack here. 2 plays in the box. Nice play. The delivery is hung up. Sweden, not quite convincing in their clearance here. Not convincing at all, dude. South Africa, bright start to this second half. Again, some more wayward passes. This time it's Sweden. We were talking about South Africa and their wayward passes in that first half, but Sweden have already given the ball away a couple times in this second half. Oh, nice pass flicked on here and getting on the end of it. Oh, and she has. This is a great chance for South Africa in the box, and the shot is saved in the follow-up. It's in. South Africa opened the scoring. 1-0 to South Africa. It's a huge, huge moment. There might be an injury. The goal scorer has ended up in the net and has stayed down. But South Africa score first. What a way to open this second half. Sweden. So much concern for them. Sweden struggled to find that quality in the first half. And the goal scorer is down and injured in the goal net right now. Some concern. What a moment. The flicked on pass. And Sweden just switched off. They did not track that. They did not track that at all. Gatlana got the ball inside. The save was good. And the fantastic follow-up in the middle. It was Magaya with a goal. And Magaya, who gets the tap in, is injured. Having a look at this replay, it's not quite clear to see what happened there. She sort of just fell on the floor. But South Africa, what a moment. Huge, huge moment. They take the lead. And we could be set to see a massive upset here. They're still treating the goal scorer, Magaya, in the net. Who's just getting back up now. Anthony's in the chat. Dom is here as well. Anthony, you can watch the game on Optus Sport. All Australian viewers can watch every single game in the tournament on Optus Sport. Channel 7 in Australia are also showing the Australian games and some of the knockout games. No worries, Dom. Good to see you here, mate. Hope your Sunday Arvo's gone well. This is a good time to tune in too, because South Africa, after defending really, really strongly in that first half, they've got their goal. They've taken the chance. Magaya, the right midfielder, sneaking in. It was a bizarre goal too, because the ball was flicked through and it looked like it was going to roll through to the keeper. Sweden just switched off at the back. It was like Gatlana who pounced on the chance and her shot was saved. And Magaya bundled it home, and she's holding her arm after falling. So she must have fallen awkwardly on her arm there. Potentially a wrist injury for Magaya. No worries, Anthony. Hope you guys are enjoying your Sunday afternoons or Sunday mornings, depending on where you're tuning in from around the globe. Dom says, football on a Sunday afternoon. My day couldn't get better. Hey, that's right. That's right. And this is the first of 3 games on today in the Women's World Cup. We've got Netherlands-Portugal. Netherlands-Portugal kicking off half an hour after this one concludes. And then France v Jamaica. Very excited for France v Jamaica as well. I'm heading down to the game, so it's a big day. It's a big day of football. Sweden, how will they respond? Heading into as massive favourites in this game, and they are down 1-0. This is going to be a mammoth defensive effort from South Africa. They have their lead. All they need to do now is defend. We saw a huge upset in the very first game of this tournament when New Zealand downed Norway by 1 goal. Since then, we haven't quite seen a big upset. But South Africa, with a huge opportunity here, and I tell you what, it will really throw a spanner in the works for Group G, because Italy and Argentina are the other 2 teams in the group, and they both have aspirations of going through. So one of these 3 teams could, if the result stays, let's not get ahead of ourselves, but if the result stays as it is, there could be a big team missing out on the knockout stage. That's for sure. It will be an awesome game. Yeah, I'm very much looking forward to it. I'm excited to get down to a game as a neutral too, and just soak up the vibes, the World Cup vibes. And that's right, Pamela. Goal for South Africa. Pamela's happy. South Africa. What a moment. What a moment for the nation. What a moment. Magai with a goal. And now it's all about defense for South Africa. Sweden have been very, very wasteful. A bit of collision on the edge of the box. No free kick awarded. This referee has let a lot of things go today. This referee has let a lot of incidents go. And I'll tell you what, Sweden, though, may be feeling robbed after that huge penalty shout in the first half, which for me was a clear handball, wasn't awarded. Dom, England-Haiti last night was awesome. The vibes in a neutral game. Yeah, dude, how was it? It looked great. We did the watch-along for the game. It was a great game too. It was a great game. Haiti was so close. We were backing Haiti to get a sneaky goal, try and snatch at least a draw. Excuse me. My girlfriend made these cookies. I mentioned them earlier. My girlfriend made these cookies, and they're the best cookies I've had in my entire life. Well done, dude. South Africa's defense has been perfect. South Africa's defense has been perfect tonight. Sweden. They've opted to be really, really patient in their attack, Sweden. Trying to break down South Africa's backline. But they're struggling. They're struggling, Sweden. So, again, they start from the back here. Sweden. They're really pushing players forward now. Those wing-backs for Sweden getting in advanced positions. As Lani goes inside. It's decent play, but again, poked away. Still on for Sweden. They go backwards. Engeldal on the ball, and that's another wayward pass. Sweden, this is Really uncharacteristic. They've been very poor today. And give away a foul again. Tom says, Mary Earp's save last night might be the best save I've ever seen live. Yeah, dude, right at the end, it was huge. That was a crucial moment. She didn't have too much work to do in that game last night. But yeah, that would have been great to see live. That would have been awesome. Were there a lot of England fans there? Were there plenty of England fans out in voice? There was a good number of Irish fans at the Australia-Ireland game. But I wonder, was it mostly neutrals, or were there a lot of England fans there? Ruben in the chat says, I'm going to Nigeria I'm going to Ireland, Nigeria, and South Africa, Germany, which should be quite interesting if the groups are still undecided at that point. That'll be a great couple games to go to. Yeah. Yeah, the Ireland-Nigeria game should be interesting, that's for sure. That's awesome, Ruben. That's awesome. 2 good games to go to. Massive England contingent. Ask in the chat saying, what's up, bro? Who do you think is going to win today? I mean, Sweden were favourites, eh? But the way it's going, South Africa, I'm backing them to hold on to this one. I reckon South Africa hold on here and take the win. A lot of neutrals supporting England. Interesting. So South Africa have brought off the goal scorer here. She did injure herself, unfortunately, in the process of scoring that goal. Magaya has come off. But had a great game today and scored what could be a massive, massive goal in this tournament for South Africa. We are on the brink of a huge upset here. Plenty of South African fans in the stands applauding Magaya as she walks around to the subs bench. So South Africa, don't rule them out of scoring a second goal here. I mean, they're getting the ball and they're still committed to pushing some numbers forward here, which is what you want to see. Sweden here. They're moving the ball nicely. This is better, but again, it's cut out. Mbane at the back. Number 13, the centre-back for South Africa, has been arguably the player of the match tonight. She's been everywhere, dude. She's been everywhere. Oh, Ask a Man says, if South Africa win today, I see Sweden going home and not making it for the knockout rounds. Dude, I agree with you. Honestly. Like, knowing that it's Italy and Argentina who play tomorrow, right? Italy, Argentina, the 2 other teams in this group, will one of them miss out? South Africa could be going through here. I think I have to agree with you there. This is a huge loss for Sweden because they've got 2 tough games coming up after this. But they're in the box here, and that one's hit the body out for a corner. Once again, Mbane in the road for South Africa. What do you make of there not being a... Let me just make this chat screen larger so I can read the full comment here. Yes, good question, Tom. What do you make of there not being a goal scored by both teams in a game yet? This one, we could break that because Sweden... are chasing this goal here. It's interesting, isn't it? I guess it's a massive coincidence, but it's interesting. Hopefully we get goals galore in a game soon enough. I don't know if it suggests anything about the teams at the tournament, but a great chance here again. I mean, Isildat has had some great chances today. Isildat, again, with a huge opportunity. 3rd chance of the game for Isildat. So as we approach the hour mark, Sweden 0, South Africa 1, and Sweden are really starting to throw things at South Africa now. It's going to take something special. It's going to take something special from the Swedes to break through the South African backline, that's for sure. Big call. Ask a Man says, I see them in the semi-finals at least. Dude, if South Africa go that far, what a story it would be. They would have to defeat some huge, huge teams to get that far. South Africa looking to drive forward again here. And, oh, it could be an offside call. It's still play on. The shot is parried away. Surely that's offside. By the looks of things, the flag is up now. But again, Sweden frail at the back. They're not dealing with the pace. It's quite clearly offside. They're not dealing with the pace here today, Sweden. Their back three simply aren't keeping up with the pace that South Africa possess. It almost might suggest Sweden need to try a different approach to the back. Maybe shift to a back four. But the three central defenders for Sweden have been beaten on too many occasions. Most evidently for the goal that was scored as well. So, less than half an hour remaining. We are less than half an hour away from a huge upset win. South Africa have played incredibly well today against footballing giants in Sweden. Sweden still dominating possession stats. That won't bother South Africa, though, that's for sure. Sweden really haven't had a chance this whole second half, aside from that one moment for Blackstenius. But all their shots haven't tested Swart in the South African keeper at all this second half. Well, the whole game, really. It's been pretty comfortable for him. They've earned a long-range free kick here now, Sweden. And we'll look to whip this in, looking for Ilestedt, the centre-back. Blackstenius in there as well, Rolfo. So, Aslani delivers this set piece for Sweden. It's flicked on and it's going to go wide. Again, a good opportunity there. It was Eriksson that time. Rip Sweden. Says, oh my God, in the chat. Eriksson with the latest opportunity for Sweden. Again, it's off target. Sweden have struggled. They've lacked some quality in front of goal. 9 shots so far. Just the 2 on target, according to the stats on Google. South Africa, not with much possession at all, but they've really made it work. Marcus is here, says, can't believe South Africa are in the lead. Not many people expected it. The question for them, and for all of us now, is can South Africa hold on and survive this Swedish onslaught? They're going to get more and more desperate as this game goes along on here, Sweden. They can't afford to lose this game. They've got Italy and Argentina coming up, Sweden, after this, which will be 2 tricky games. I got to agree with you there. Not going to lie, Sweden might go 3rd or 4th. Yeah, I think I agree with you. I think considering that it is Italy and Argentina, the other 2 teams in the group, I think Sweden slip out. I think if they lose this, it's a massive blow, and they're in red alert here, Sweden. Already so early on in the tournament. So, some space on the right here. Sweden again shifting the ball forward. Need quality here in the final third. The cross is decent. It's almost an... Oh, no, it is! It is an own goal. Hard break for South Africa. And Sweden do equalise here. And it's really, really heartbreaking because they've defended so well. Oh, no. Ramalepe, the right back for South Africa, who has been part of a very solid back line. The ball deflected in off of her. The cross was good. The cross was very good. And she just mistimed the clearance. She mistimed the clearance. Went with that left-footed clearance and missed the ball. Oh, dude, was it? Maybe it wasn't an own goal. Did it come off the Swedish player at the far post there, Rolfo? It may have come off Rolfo. It's kind of hard to tell. It may have been an own goal. I think it came off Rolfo, man. Absolute heartbreak indeed, Zom. Absolute. That probably will go down as a goal for Fridolina Rolfo here. The ball looked like it got the last touch off her. She was ghosting into that far post there. So, look, it was a dangerous delivery. And Sweden finish it. On the broadcast, it's gone down as an own goal to Ramalepe. Two teams. That's right. Oh, dude, that's right. Valhoon, thanks for reminding me. This is the first game of the tournament. We've had two teams score in one game. Two teams. So, Sweden and South Africa both on the score sheet. Sweden making quite a few changes here after scoring that goal. Heaps of changes. Three changes there for Sweden, I think. So, shifting the personnel around. Sweden after conceding first. It's Rolfo. Angadal and Blacksteny is coming off. Show Bennison and Blomqvist coming on. So the changes have been made. Only took 4 match days. Yeah, it took us a while, didn't it? Rothalo's come off for South Africa. And Cole has come on to replace her. So, substitutions. 9 corners in the match. Yeah, it's the corners have been pretty wasteful too. They've lacked some qualities at the set pieces. Juicy Jazar, I met you at Mariners v West United last year when you were live on Instagram. Dude, that was ages ago. Juicy, so good, man. That takes me back. Was that last year? So, just over 20 minutes left. And this game is absolutely open for anyone now. Sweden, off the back of that goal, will be hungry to go for one more. They want to get themselves in a winning position. This is going to be a tricky one for South Africa. That is a risky clearance from the goalkeeper, but they're able to get away with it here, South Africa, and can counterattack. Up the wing. That was a risky pass. Risky pass indeed. That's just... How she missed that? Sweden can't keep that ball in play. Long ball played up here. Straight through to the keeper. 20 minutes remaining in regular time. Sweden 1, South Africa 1. This has been... After a pretty sloppy first half, goals for either side, the rain definitely affecting things, I think, here in Wellington. What are you eating? The greatest cookie I've had in my entire life. My girlfriend made these cookies. They're phenomenal. They're phenomenal. They're the best cookies I've had in my entire life. So good. What snacks have you guys got out for this game? Let me know in the chat. Drop them. Drop them in the chat. We always get some unique dishes. Anyone got any snacks out for this one? 20 minutes to go. South Africa, look at them applying the pressure. It's good to see. And winning the ball back. Composed play at the back. South Africa's backline is fantastic, man. Fantastic. Sloppy play in the midfield here. The ball is... Oh, that's a heavy challenge. It is just knocking around the middle of the park right now. Both teams contesting for it. Sweden finally relieved here after that offside. Got the Cheezels out. Goodness me, I haven't had Cheezels in years. Someone, who was it yesterday? Was it, I think it was, someone in the chat yesterday had chicken twisties. And then we had a bit of a debate over which is better, chicken twisties or cheese twisties. And it's cheese, right? I mean, I feel like cheese twisties is like the signature twisty flavor, right? I can't say I'm a massive Cheezels fan, though. They're okay. But I can't say I've had a Cheezel in like 10 years. That's a cross that almost turned into a shot, but an easy take for Swat. So South Africa have been on defense mode since scoring that goal earlier on in this half. Can they get themselves forward? That goal kick was not the best. Sweden can drive here. Good challenge. South Africa so desperate at the back. Vietnamese seafood. Nice, nice. Forward play here. Knocked down. Oh, smart pass. South Africa are away on the left wing here. That was a really, really smart release. And the long ball inside, headed up, still on. And Sweden regained possession. So South Africa do still look dangerous when they are getting forward. Snack war in the chat. All right. Sweden. Again using the wide areas. But South Africa shutting down the avenues. That's a good pass forward. Now a chance to deliver. Again, Mbane, player of the match so far. Mbane has been superb for South Africa at centre-back. Still on for Sweden here. The delivery's all right. Oh, that almost looked like a handball. That almost was a handball. Why is... Dude, what? What? The Swedish player just like... The ball was rolling out and she just like kicked it like 50 meters away. Which was very unnecessary. Dude, they're showing replays of this Sweden goal, which went down as an own goal, but that definitely came off Rolfo. Unless I'm not seeing that right. Aussie in the chat. Aussie's in the chat says, hi, mate. Finally got back home from England v Haiti. Nice, man. How far did you have to travel? You just got back? Or did you stay overnight near the stadium? Maybe that's what you mean. From that comment, I read it as that you'd been like traveling ever since the game finished, which was like what? Like almost like 20 hours ago. So, free kick opportunity here for Sweden. Dude, chocolate chip cookies are just the best. They're just the best. Can't go wrong with the choc chip cookie. 8-hour drive. Oh, there you go. That is a trek. Wow. That is a trek indeed. Oh, backwards header there. Decent opportunity. Illistead again, the centre back. That's like a fourth shot on goal. That reverse header was always going to be an easy save. 8 hours drive. Aussie, did you enjoy the game? How was it? How was it? We had a few people. Dom headed down to the game as well. We had a few people in our regular viewers of our live streams who headed down to England v Haiti last night. Rockhampton. That is a bit of a trek, isn't it? That's north. that's all I can tell you. I know it's north of Brisbane. That's right. England getting that win last night. Haiti were good, though. Haiti were good. And easily could have equalised at the end there, which would have been a huge story. But unfortunately not. But we could have an upset on our hands here. I mean, dude, even a draw here I think is an upset. Even a draw I think is an upset for Sweden. They were expected to win this game pretty comfortably. This was the game that they were supposed to win in this group. South Africa, though, absolutely in with a chance to win this one. Ooh, goalkeeper punches it, but there to clear it. I'm very curious to see how South Africa go against Italy, against Argentina, because, my goodness me, they could get points in this tournament. That's right. Yep, the Haiti goalkeeper was off a line for the first penalty. It's which was disappointing because it was a huge save. It was what a moment it was. What a moment it was. To make that save, but then she was like way off a line, unfortunately. It was a game. It was great, although the game was a bit boring. Says Aussie. I actually thought it was pretty entertaining. Yeah. Drogba asks if it was a good crowd at Suncorp. It looked like it from the broadcast, didn't it? Aussie says, I had this lovely, very local Haitian couple next to me who were awesome throughout the whole game. Also says, very good crowd at Suncorp. It's good to see that a lot of the games, especially in Australia, the crowds have been great. Very strong in their numbers. So, South Africa down the right. Gatlana trying to break forward, but is out-muscled on this occasion. And this will go out for a goal kick. We are coming close to the final stages. This second half has gone by pretty quickly. The second half has gone by very swiftly indeed. South Africa have been really, really brave today against one of the powerhouses in women's football in Sweden, who have disappointed today. They've been below par. Here we go. No. Oh, man, dude, South Africa, they keep getting cut out here with their passes, which is frustrating for them. This 4-4-2 formation, I like it, though. Every time they get the ball, they have 4 players looking to stream forward, South Africa. Eriksson driving it forward for Sweden. Outside the box, looking to the right wing. This is a good build from Sweden. Second goal could be coming. Nice run into the box. Still going. This is really nice. And that's a good intervention. Really, really important intervention there by Biana. Who will drive forward with the ball now. Nice play. And picks up a foul. Cool. Is there a stream for Netherlands v Portugal? There will not be a stream. Unfortunately for Netherlands v Portugal. This is our only stream for today. Sweden v South Africa. Tomorrow we will be live for Germany, Morocco. Germany, Morocco. Plenty of streams coming up this week too. We're going to be live every day for a game or two. And yeah, keep an eye out on the community tab where I share my schedule graphic, so you can keep an eye on what games are coming up. Yeah, Netherlands Portugal is definitely an interesting game. It should be Netherlands going through. They'll be the stronger of the two sides, you'd expect. But Portugal are a team whose women's football is constantly improving. Their women's side is improving, and I mean it'd be a great result for them to open up with a win against Netherlands. Both of those teams vying to join the USA, who are expected to go through from that group. Sweden. Again, moving down the right wing. This is good play. The pass almost on there. Almost. 10 minutes to go. We are in the final 10 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Coolest stadium of the tournament? Ooh. Coolest stadium. I'll tell you what, like, I've only been to I've only been to 2 of the stadiums involved in the tournament. I am a big fan of Sydney Football Stadium. After it was renovated, it's very nice. I've been there a couple of times. Aussie says, I think it'll be one of the best non-host games for the groups could be Brazil v France. It should be a cracking game. Yes, absolutely. We're definitely keeping an eye on that one. That's taking place, I think, next Saturday night, I think it is. Or it might be Friday. Sweden's corner is well delivered. It's still on. Swart can't get it clear. Now they get it clear. South Africa survive that chance there. I think South Africa would take a draw here. I think a draw would be okay for South Africa. Again, Sweden launch it in. Headed away again. Clearance stats must be going through the roof right now for South Africa, man. Zan Lee says South Africa should have won this. They've shown enough to win this game, hey, but there's still time. Still time. So Sweden looking to go down the left wing now. They've really favoured the right wing today, Sweden. They've clearly utilising that right side more so than the left. Good header away here. Can South Africa... Oh, that's got to be a handball. The referee's missed a clear handball here in the middle of the park. The ball quite clearly bounced up onto the hand of the Swedish defender. But it's play on. All the South African players appealed for that one, but it was missed. It was missed. What choc chip cookies are we eating? Dude, my girlfriend made these, and they are phenomenal. They're the best cookies I've ever had in my life. Yeah, they're incredible. All right. Inside the box now, Sweden. Great chance for them. South Africa just have too many numbers at the back. Too many numbers. Still it's on for Sweden. Looking for, again, a wayward pass. South Africa just haven't been able to get a counterattack going since they scored that goal early on in this half. It's been all defense for South Africa. All defense. Down the left wing now for South Africa. Again, it breaks down though. South Africa really playing for this draw now. It's pretty clear. That back line is sitting right back, right at the edge of the goal box. More of a 4-5-1 now for South Africa as they look to hold on to for this draw, and I think they will. I mean, Sweden don't look like they're going to break through here. They keep sending it long, and it keeps breaking down for them, eh? It keeps breaking down for them. And that's right, Aussie. First time both teams have scored in the game. In this tournament, which is pretty remarkable. This is the first time we're seeing it. It is pretty crazy. Marcus thinks we'll see one more goal. I don't know. I think if anyone, it could be South Africa. Like Sweden are pushing here to get this win, which might leave them vulnerable at the back. Yeah. Dom says Sweden last minute winner. I can feel it. I can feel it. It would be heartbreaking too. It would be heartbreaking for South Africa just because of how well they've played today. But you're probably right. It'd probably, if anyone's going to score, could well be Sweden because again they're attacking down the right here. Trying to break through here. This is tricky play on the right. But again, too strong at the back. South Africa are going to prove a real test for the other Group F opponents in Argentina and Italy. Definitely will have to keep an eye on those games because South Africa have just been impossible to break down today. The one goal that came, which was almost an own goal. It was forced home by Rolfo. Here we go. Sweden driving forward once again. Again, it breaks down. Gamid again. The two centre-backs, Gamid and Mbane for South Africa, have just been on fire this match. They've been at the end of everything. Final moments remaining in this game. Should see a decent chunk of injury time too. We had the injury following the goal, South Africa's goal. We've had a number of substitutions as well. Could be something around 6 or 7 minutes of injury time. Could be more. It's always tricky. It's always tricky trying to guess injury time in this tournament. There's been some pretty big numbers thrown up for added time. We shall see. Sweden coming in off the left. It's a decent delivery. Swart has slipped. What a chance. What a chance for Sweden. Canarid, the right winger, was ghosting in. And Swart slipped on the wet, rainy surface. A touch would have been enough for a goal because it was wide open. Oh my gosh. How did Swart slip there? She was running sideways and just lost her footing. Oh my gosh, man. Stom says, can feel it, so my predictions don't look as bad. That's right. Goads here, how's it going, mate? Formerly Vinny. Hope you're enjoying your Sunday afternoon. So a late change here for Sweden. Canarid's coming off and Hurtig is on for the final moments of this game. Sweden 1, South Africa 1. This has been a tense and tight cagey clash. South Africa have taken it to the European giants in Sweden and have performed very well. And defense has been superb. South Africa, can they get what? Ooh, missed the ball there. That's got to be a yellow card, surely. It was just unfortunate timing, but that's certainly a yellow card. When are you posting your stream schedule? Later tonight. Yeah, keep an eye out tonight. The schedule will be up for the coming days. So keep an eye out for that. Okay. Down the left, Sweden look to go again. This is a good chance here for Anderson, who looks like she's earned a corner, and she has. She has. Opportunity here for Sweden. With just a minute to go in regular time to score from this corner. $11 corners in the game. None for South Africa. No corners for South Africa tonight. This is the 11th. The delivery is okay. And it's in! 2-1! Sweden breaking South African hearts here. Oh my gosh. Dom called it. Huge moment at the end of this game. Bundled home off the corner. Oh my gosh. And I think it was Illistedt who got the touch. That's like her 5th or 6th shot of the game. The centre-back has been involved in everything when it comes to the set pieces. She is the target, and finally she gets her goal. This is heartbreak for South Africa, who have put in one of the bravest performances we've seen at this tournament so far. The delivery was superb from Aslani, and great leap. That was a beautiful leap. Really, really good jump from Illistedt. The keeper has to do better there. Swart has to do better. The ball's just down to her right and didn't get down to it quick enough. The shot was right towards the keeper. Right towards the keeper, man. Common Dom W. That's right. Oh my gosh. South Africa Can they snatch it late here? They're throwing numbers forward here. The long-range strike. Poor decision. She had 4 players in advance. And unfortunately, that has let South Africa down today too. When they have gotten forward, some of the decision-making has not been great. Oh my gosh. Marcus called it too. It was coming, wasn't it? Sweden survive here. And we thought this result was going to throw a spanner into the works of Group F, but Sweden, who were expected to win, look set to hold on here. How much injury time have we got? We haven't seen yet. We're a minute into injury time, but we haven't got a figure in terms of how long's left. It's 6 minutes. It's 6 minutes of injury time. 6 minutes. So South Africa, the free kick in their own half, need to commit numbers forward here. The end of the game, they are chasing this one. The delivery's okay, but just Sweden have too many numbers at the back now. Sweden can sit back and hold on to this lead, control the ball, control possession. Oh, that's a brilliant slide challenge, winning the ball back and winning the throw in there as well. Siopha Sendwe has been very good in the number 12 for South Africa, playing on the right and left-hand sides at times. Oh, a nice little pass there. The 1-2 for South Africa was almost on cut out again. Less than 4 minutes remaining in this match. Another opportunity, edge of the box. Strike is blocked there. Gatlana, who's been one of South Africa's best attacking outlets. And South Africa have just won their first corner of the game. And it's come in the 93rd minute. 93rd minute. Pamela says, now I don't know how to feel. It is nervy moments here at the end for South African fans. A corner opportunity here. And a chance to snatch an equaliser. This game has been an absolute thriller here. And Barney has had a great game and her header saved. It was the centre-back Mbane who has been superb at the back for South Africa. Her header saved. Oh boy. Tense finish at the end here. Sweden maybe looking for one more here at the death. They've got it up the other end of the field, which is not where South Africa want it. Oh, that's a strong challenge and really should be a yellow card there. Free kick has gone the way of Sweden. Really, really strong challenge from Ramalepe. That's a dangerous challenge. That has to be a yellow card. Ramalepe on Blomqvist. 2 minutes remaining here. 2 minutes remaining. How many people are fans in the stadium for Sweden and South Africa? It's been a decent turnout for this game. Not the biggest. There was certainly more fans at the Spain's Costa Rica game, which was the first game played at this stadium for the tournament. But it's been a very rainy evening by the looks of things in Wellington. Final set piece chance here for Sweden. Still on for them. There's a slip in the box. That's going to go out of play. Minute and a half. Minute and a half remaining. We've got a bunch of live watch-alongs for some more games coming up this week. Keep an eye out on the channel for the schedule coming out real soon. South Africa have to defend this corner late on here. They've got 1 minute to win the ball and get it up the other end of the pitch. The delivery's decent again. This time it's headed away, and it's another corner. It's another corner, so South Africa may have just run out of time here. Sweden, their class has prevailed in the end. We almost got our our second real major upset this tournament. the height of Ilestedt again proving a challenge for South Africa to deal with. She's had so many chances. She scored the winning goal. It swung up towards her again. Oh, what a save! This one is saved really, really well by Swart. And now South Africa are sprinting out to try and win this ball back. Swart should claim this one. Oh, it slipped! And almost gone through. And that's got to be a foul on the keeper, you'd think. Another good chance for Sweden there, but it was a good save from Swart. So, that might well be full time. South Africa 1, Sweden 2, and that's full time. A dramatic match. Raiders is back. You've tuned in right at full time, my friend. And you've missed quite a dramatic game. 2-1 to Sweden, which on face value looks like a pretty fair result considering Sweden were favourites, but South Africa were phenomenal and took the lead early on in the second half. And then two goals here for Sweden secured the 3 points for them. It was a fantastic goal at the end for Iseldat, who rose highest to head home. Fantastic indeed. So, Sweden open the tournament with a win. South Africa, though, despite going down, they'll have some big matches against Italy and Argentina coming up. Make sure you keep an eye out on the channel for our live stream schedule coming out real soon. We've got some big games coming up this week. Thanks so much for tuning in. As always, we've got some huge games coming up later today. Netherlands, Portugal kicks off in half an hour. France, Jamaica. So much going on. Thanks so much once again for tuning in. My name's Lockie. This is Coast Word Football, and I'll catch you guys in the next stream. Thanks.